PYX 106.
It's 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Our pal Paul Harding joins us this morning from Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys.
Did you see the picture of JPP's fingers that came out last week?
I did, yeah.
It was gross, right? It was
the
awful.
bloody one or the one that came out like that wasn't so awful?
Oh, the one I saw had that Halloween feel to it, so I must have saw the bloody one, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So we're talking JPP's fingers because I read yesterday ProFootballTalk.com, which, if I can say during football season, is my Bible.
Yeah, ProFootballTalk.com.
ProFootballTalk.com. Right. And they talked about JPP filing a grievance, and I thought, I'm not even going to figure this out without talking to Paul. Like, what is a grievance? What does this mean? And is this just all about money again?
A grievance against the Giants, right?
Grievance against the Giants, right.
And it seems to us like maybe that seems a little bit like he doesn't deserve to do that, right, Paul?
Well, you got a situation where I think you said it's about money. It really is about money. Not only does he make $870,000 a game when he's playing, but he also has a thing called a tender where he has basically he's like a franchise player. So do the Giants need some help? Well, it looks like they maybe could use some additional players. They're kind of off to a rough start. But Pierre, he has his doctor saying, hey, I can go back and play. The Giants doctor is saying, not yet. We're not liking what we see. We don't think you're fully able to play the game of football on our team. And so I guess the conversation is, are we going to have an independent doctor make that review?
Right. Well, so what's the benefit of the Giants doctors saying you're not ready to play? The fact that they still retain his rights but don't have to pay him all that money you just talked about, right?
Exactly. It really is true. They may have an honest belief that he just can't do what he used to be able to do. And so because of the injury and that he still has to heal, at this point, I don't remember how many months have passed, but it's been months and months and months. Is he ever going to be exactly how he was before? No. Is he probably as good as he's going to get, relatively speaking? Yes. So, yeah, it's a money thing at this point. They're probably trying out some other folks, seeing if his position can be filled, and they don't need to bring him back and pay the money.
So, if he files a grievance, what does he win? Just an independent doctor?
Yeah, he'll win an independent doctor and force the Giants to make a decision, and that decision could put him on another team. And that would then, if again, what someone agrees to pay him, may not be what the Giants agree to pay him, but it would put him kind of out in that free market.
Okay. So what happens if they work it out? Everybody makes nice. They let him play. Everybody's happy he's going to play, even though he's probably not ready to play, and his finger falls off on national television. Will he be allowed to sue for that somehow, or will he have to shut up?
Yeah, he'd have to keep it quiet. Yeah, that's just one of those risks of playing football and going back when you're a doctor and you feel that you can go back and play.
Deep down, I think he knows he's not ready to play, but what he would like to do is get on the payroll, get on the team, and work his way into playing shape. The Giants right now are like, hey, work your way into playing shape at home for free, and he's like, I want to work out with you guys and get paid to work out. Right. I think everybody knows he's not ready to play this week.
Okay.
Give him another 5 weeks or so. So off of football and on to another question I think Quinn had.
Well,
right?
yeah, I just and quickly, I don't know. A lot of people saw the interrogation tape of the kayak killer lady. The fiancé went out with her kayak fiancé, and there's a discussion that maybe she pulled the plug on his kayak and watched him die or intended him. But the video, the interrogation video came out, and I watched it. And did you see the video, Paul?
I did.
Does that constitute as a confession what she said there? Because essentially the cop had been hounding her and hounding her and hounding her. Finally, she's like threw her hands up in the air and said, "I'll give you whatever I want." But it was still kind of vague.
Yeah, no, they're going to attack that confession. I mean, it's not clearly just again. She has a bit of a language barrier. You could feel the frustration. She had just gone through super traumatic event of the death of her fiancé. Although, albeit there's a $250,000 life insurance policy. She's been named, and there are some witnesses indicating that she capsized her own kayak to make it look like she was trying to help when she wasn't. So she's got a lot of evidence against her, but the question is this confession.
The video in the video, Paul, this police officer sees his chance, and he's saying, "So you're watching him float away. You know he's probably going to drown, and you're saying right now that you are happy that you're not going to be." Have to spend any time with him because he's going to drown.
Sure. No, he was feeding her. Minus the language barrier, I mean, it was pretty clear to me I would have said no at that moment, right?
Yeah,
so,
right, yeah.
from her perspective, she her defense attorney said, she's kind of known to kind of repeat what people tell her because she'll hear a term in English, think that that's what she's supposed to say, and say it. Again, it's a defense attorney saying that. Those are pretty strict words to agree to. But yeah, I think that they're going to have some argument, this confession, at the very least, when if the jury hears this, they're going to be able to hear lots of testimony about her inability to understand basic communication. So tricky, but even without the confession, I think there's a lot here that's going to probably get a guilty verdict.
See, and I hate to say it too, but it's so sensational.
Right.
But that's what I get when I read it.
Yeah. So
dirty.
I don't know. The goodness in me, you guys, makes me think that why would someone do that? And my girlfriend has a kayak, and I kayak with her, so it hit a little close to home.
My wife just said, "Hey, we really got to get an insurance policy for you,
and then get a kayak."
So maybe that's the certain thing. All right, Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Good stuff today, Paul. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Quinn and Cantara, mornings on PYX 106.